jump shot with more regularity, and gets his first field goal. Nelson splits the defenders, goes right at Perkins. And Suffolk's come the other way.
That's still good aggression by Jameer Nelson, trying to turn the corner. They have gotten better shots in the first 6 minutes of this game than they have in a long time.
Allen draws the foul. Nelson bumped him, and he'll go to the line. They've only shot 39% from the field in the first 3 games of this series, but attacking tonight, Jeff.
Well, that's a hustle play. First kept alive by Howard, then Barnes saves it, then Jameer Nelson chases down the loose ball. Instead of Rondo beating him to the ball, he beat Rondo to the ball and then lobbed it up to Howard. And I think it comes down to this. They have gotten out-competed at all 5 spots. You can't, when you look across to your matchup, you might be outplayed, but you can't get out-competed.
You know what I like? That they know it. Because I've been in situations where you call a game, you tell the truth, and then you have players mad at you. Not that I care about it. But these guys understand, hey, we haven't gotten it done in 3 games. We are embarrassed, and now it's time to show up. Hopefully, if you're them, it's not too late.
And they were all taking responsibility. Stan Van Gundy took responsibility, said, hey, it's my team, it starts with me. Dwight Howard said it has nothing to do with strategy and coaching, it was effort, and it's all on the players. So you like their take. And they have battled back at least to start game 4.
You know, but I don't agree with that. I think it's on the entire organization, players, coaches, everything. They have not found a way to get it done.
Bad pass from Allen, picked up by Carter. Nelson pulls back. Suffolk's really haven't known what it's like to trail much in this series, as we said. Right now they're down by 2. Nice pass inside. Lewis with his second pretty assist, and Barnes the beneficiary.
And this is the best that Rashard Lewis has played all series long. Not just because he's making the plays, but he scored, assisting the basketball, come up with 2 deflections on the defensive end. He looks like his old self.
Barnes, who has 10 points total in the first 3 games, has 8 already. And then skies for that rebound. Barnes not out there for scoring, but he's been open and has taken advantage. Howard wanting it, gets it. Tough turnaround shot, banks it in. Thought he was fouled as well, and so far everything going well for the Magic. Howard's 3 for 3. He only had 3 field goals the entire game 3. Here's a couple of fakes. Barnes does a good job staying with him. Can only do so much. 6 for Pierce.
That's good offense. Doc Rivers finding a way to stop the bleeding. Get the ball into your best offensive guy's hand and trust he's going to make a play.
Nelson lobs it up. And a foul on the pass. The shot won't count. So Rondo picks up his first as Nelson's aggressiveness draws the personal foul. But a different Orlando team to start game 4, Mark.
I like what Jameer Nelson is doing. He's watched the film, recognized that this play is wide open. Throw it at the rim, and I'll do the rest. And then Dwight Howard working before the catch, catches it in position to score. Magic rolling early.
Welcome back to Boston with the Orlando Magic, a 4-point edge here in the first quarter. Well, any team staring up at an 0-3 deficit is likely to show some cracks in their armor. For Vince Carter and Dwight Howard, here is what they believe tonight is about for the Magic.
We need to understand that everybody's still on board and everybody still believes.
We can't allow what we see to separate us. And I think we've been doing a good job of just continuing to talk to each other and motivate each other.
Do we still have that same belief? Do we still have that same trust in each other? Are we still willing to lay it all on the line for each other, regardless of what Game 3 looked like?
The Magic showing some pride and competitive toughness here, but Stan Van Gundy told us about an hour before the game, guys, the real question will come tonight when we take that first hit. Will we respond or will we succumb?
Well, Doris, they haven't had to take a hit yet. They're up by 4, but Rondo just picked up his second foul, so he'll go to the bench. And Tony Allen comes in.
You know, the great Bill Belichick was here last series, and I was talking to him about something, and he said we'd all be better served if we talked less and did more. And I had to readjust my headset listening to those quotes. Who cares what you're talking to each other about? Be about doing something on the floor. This, what you're seeing now, this is galvanizing. This shows you something, not all the talk.
And the reason why I really agree with that, you just look on the floor right now. Brandon Bass is on the floor because of what he did to close out the last game. The one guy that came in, played about a minute, but he competed that whole minute. And he's earned the right to be on the floor.
And played the first 2 games of the series, Mark. Actually played 5.5 minutes. He's got some toughness to him. It's one of the reasons they signed him as a free agent away from Dallas. So he gets some early playing time as the Celtics turn it over for the 4th time. And a key stat for Orlando all series has been turnovers. They've yet to turn it over. Nice play from Nelson. Draws the foul on Tony Allen, and he'll go to the line.
Well, it's about making the adjustments. Finally, in the 4th game of a series, the Magic players have made the adjustment. Pick and roll. Jameer Nelson is a brand new player tonight. Looking to turn the corner, look to make plays. Dwight Howard is not allowing Rondo to defend him in those pick and rolls by switching. The 2 fouls by Rondo, they're putting pressure on the Celtics defense.
Nelson hits the first, and finally a good first quarter. They did have a lead by 1 after game 2 first quarter. The games 1 and 3 were disasters. You see a big difference tonight here to start game 4. Jameer Nelson, meanwhile, is off to a good start as well. Nelson's a big Philadelphia Flyers fan. And of course, his Flyers beat the Boston Bruins after trailing 0-3, including game 7 here in this building. And they used the same locker room that the Flyers did. And as Pierce gets in, Nelson is from Philadelphia. But it's not about winning a series for Orlando. It's just about winning 1 game to get them started. And they're off to a good start as that foul is on Howard, his first.
And truth be told, it's much easier to do it in hockey or in baseball, where you can ride a hot goalie or a hot pitcher. You didn't know I had that in me, right?
No, but I agree with you. Those low scoring, like in the World Cup, right? You can get hot with a goalie.
Ray Allen gets a breather. Michael Finley getting some early action. Again, Rondo on the bench with 2 fouls. He leads them in minutes by far. And he really has become their most indispensable player. Although Allen has played well off the bench, most of his minutes have been with Rondo.
Allen has been a hero in these playoffs so far. Coming off the bench, Doctor has trusted him to be the backup point guard, and also quality minutes when Pierce has gotten foul trouble.
Quality move from Carter for his first field goal, and the lead is up to 8.
When he turns the corner or posts up and goes to the rim, he is so much harder to guard.
Good entry pass to Garnett. Shot won't go, but a foul. And I think they're going to call it on Carter, and that's 2 fouls on Carter. So a couple of key players each with 2.
Well, again, he turns the corner there and gets to the rim. And you need, and that's just a bad foul if you're Carter. You're so important to offensive efficiency, you just can't take undisciplined fouls.
Garnett back to the line, was just 2 for 2.